Probation Challenge is the first court-mandated program of its kind in the country where we force young men and women to be of a genuine assistance to themselves through the vehicle of education. However, recently there seems to be something out there that would like to have this program close their doors. We'd like you to know exactly what's going on. I'd like to present to you Attorney Lester Barclay.
Good evening. We're here this evening for what can be considered a bitter and sweet pill, unfortunately, to celebrate with Probation Challenge, but at the same time to wonder about the future of the program. This program has served tens of thousands of young people and has offered them education instead of incarceration. Unfortunately, City Colleges of Chicago several months ago, while Justice Pencham was sick and before his demise, basically decided that they no longer wanted this program on the Olive Harvey College campus. This program is vital to the citizens of Chicago and Cook County. Our young people need to choose education over incarceration, and Probation Challenge offers that alternative to our young people. Men and women who have benefited from vocational training, GED, getting their GED courses, basically getting all kinds of training by way of media training, no longer have that avenue that is available to them. And we're calling upon the city, the county, and the state, all of our elected officials, to make sure that Probation Challenge remains intact. And if, in fact, the City Colleges determines that it is not going to be housed at the city colleges, that there be a program in its place that can basically be of comparable value to the community. This is a program that is legislated, it is mandated by law, and it is mandated that city colleges house this program. And they've elected to close the doors, essentially evict Probation Challenge from the Olive Harvey campus. So we believe that, and we've gone into court and we've asked the judge to basically enforce the law of Illinois, that Probation Challenge is a program that exists and should continue to thrive at city colleges, and city colleges should do its best job to ensure that the program has its success. We're hoping that the courts will see fit to fully evaluate the program, fully evaluate what has gone on with respect to the city colleges, and will arrive at a conclusion that is favorable, that the program should continue to be housed within city colleges. I have Attorney Raphael Taylor, who will also give you an update as well.
At present, we have on file a complaint for declaratory relief asking the courts to basically put Probation Challenge back in business, open the doors up again so that the program can continue functioning. We also have a complaint on file from one of the people who was receiving benefits from the Probation Challenge program, an individual who was doing community service that had been federally mandated, but who was turned away when the doors to Probation Challenge were closed. So both of those issues are before the court, and within the next month we hope to have a decision from the courts that will be favorable to Probation Challenge so that the doors will open again and the individuals who have been served for the past 29 years can continue to be served.
Judge Mary Maxwell Thomas, retired.
Good evening. I am a retired judge, but I sat at 26th in California for approximately 13 years. When I went on the bench, shortly after I had come into 26th in California, Reverend Bailey came to me to describe and explain this program to me. And I stepped out on faith. I found that I could mandate young people who were charged with crimes that were not as serious as others to go into this program, because one of the things that I found as a judge is that most of the young people coming through the criminal courts building did not have an education, did not have a high school diploma. and they were looking for other ways to use their time. And oftentimes that led them into crime because they needed a means to support themselves. But this is a viable alternative. It's an outstanding program. I have seen it work. I have mandated scores of young men and women to it. I have visited it. I have seen them at work. I have seen the TV programs that they put on. I've seen the World Wide Web programs and the radio programs. I've been a guest on these programs. I know what these young people can do. And I think it's disgraceful that the powers that be, whoever they are, would wait until the demise of Justice R. Eugene Pincham, who was a champion. This was his vision, this was his baby, but Reverend Harold Bailey is the person who carried it out, and he made sure that these young people were responsible. One of the things that I noted, I went to a Christmas party that he had, and one of the things that he did was he saw that each and every young person got a watch. That takes away deniability. They had no excuse to not be on time and up and running for that program. Also, he was very responsive in that if I mandated young people to that program and they did not come and they did not participate, I heard about it from Reverend Bailey, and I in turn took the action that was necessary to deal with these young people. So I think it's just despicable that this program looks like it's going to go down the tube, and I really hope that the citizens of this county and this state will rise up and make sure that this doesn't happen, because one thing that we have to remember, those young people that are going to jail are going to get out at some point. And when they get out, what are they going to do? I'm looking at these cameramen right here. They could have your job. I don't know if that may be the problem, but they could have your job. What's wrong with that? And I stand here to stand ready to do whatever I can to make sure that this program continues, and the wonderful work of Reverend Bailey and Mr. Dupars and all of the very committed staff goes forward, and it is not in vain. Thank you.
We certainly importune your support, and for further information you can reach me at area code 773-978-3706. Thank you so kindly. We do appreciate it.